Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Abhigyan Salesforce Real-Time Scenario Series. Today we are going to discuss to the another real-time scenario on the Lightning Web Components. So user can able to enter by the order number. Based on that, we can get the sales order line items records, and that is also be the group by to the product category wise. We can group to the product categories wise. So let's see in detail what is the use case and how we are going to implement by the this use case. So this is the output we are expecting to the here. User can able to enter by the order number, then he click on to the search button or submit button. Then here we can display to the details categories. We have the different types of the categories, category A, B, C, D. So each sales order, okay, each sales order contain the thousands of the sales order line items, thousands of the sales order line items, or hundreds of the sales order line items. Each sales order is the parent, and sales order line item is the child object. So here each sales order contains the hundreds of the sales order line items records. So we can categorize to the here. We can categorize to the here sales order line items records and what is the count of the records. 1 or 2 or 10 or 20 each category is wise. Okay. So we can able to display to the here information. We can able to display to the information like this table format. This is the our use case. So before implementing to the, this use case, we have some acceptance criteria here. If your data is found like this, we are going to display user entered by the order number now. Then click onto the submit button. We can display the data into the in the table format. This is the if data is the found. Okay. If data is the not found, might be if we are in so we might be we don't have the sales order line items data, then we can display the no data found. We can display to the no data to the found, and user might not be the enter by the here any order number, just to directly they click on to the search button. So we can ask to the user, please enter sales order number. Error message we can display to the here, please enter to the sales order number. These are all the three acceptance criteria. First one is the positive way. Okay. So that is the in the positive means we have the found the data happy path. First one is the happy path. We have the found the data. We can display the data into the table format. So some of the orders don't have the order line items. At the time, we can just to display the message or information, no data found, no data found. Okay. And the third one is the user may not be the enter by the order number. Directly they click on the submit button or search button. Then we can display the error message. Please enter sales order numbers. Let's see how we are going to implement this use case step by step and each acceptance criteria. So this is the schema before we are going to implement by the LWC component. So here we have the orders. Orders contain the order line items, sales order line items. And mainly here category is the in the product object, sales product object. We don't have the order um, category in the order line items. Product category not available in the order line items. It is available in the product object. See here, product object. Okay. So how we are going to group by the this product category and how to display the count of the order line items. We don't have the direct relationship between to the sales order and sales product. Sales order contains the sales order line items, but product category in the sales product object, in the sales product object category. But while creation of the order line item, we are selecting to the which product, right? So based on that, we have the relationship. We can get it by the category. Based on that relationship, we can get it by the product category. So let me show you before developing to the LWC component in the Salesforce or our relation. So come to the here. First of all, I'm going to the sales products. So this is the sales products. In the sales product object, I have the category field. I have the category field. Okay, it is a pick list value. So let me show you. This is the pick list value. So category. See here, while creation of the new product, we are going to choose by the category. Okay, already we have the some couple of records here. After that, user create the sales order. So click on to the new. So customer name, we are going to select by the here, Abhiram. So order date is the something today. We are going to select by the something. Any representative information, we can add it by this. Click on save. So this is the sales order. Now we are going to search with this order number to order line items. Child object, sales order child object is the order line items. Click on new. So here we are choose by the product name. We are not get it by the any product category. We are selecting to the product name only. Client is not accepting to create by the new unnecessary formula field into the sales order line items. They don't want to interest to create by the one more formula field into the sales order line item. Just to they want to get it by the this relationship based to the category. This relationship based only we are getting by the category. Okay. So now here something other fields we want, we can select by the here. Otherwise you can ignore, save and new. So one more same Dell I'm selecting again. So Lenovo. So same HP. So again HP. So Mac. So now here we have the total 6 record, but out of the 6 records, Dell is the 2 records and HP is the 2 records, Lenovo and Mac is the one record. So now we are going to display in the table format. Each one is the different categories, right? Each one is the different categories. See here. So Dell is the A category, HP is the B category. Now we are going to display A category is the 2 records, B category is the 2 records, C and D, E categories is the one record. This is the we are going to display in the table format while they are searching with this order number. While they are searching with this order number. This is the schema before we are going to develop to the our LWC component. Okay, this is the our schema. Okay, so here is the sales product. In this, we have the category pick list value. User can create by the orders and order line items. While creation of the order line item, they can choose by the product. Okay. So then based on the order number, we are fetching by the order line items. At the same time, we can group by the product category. Product category. So this is the our use case. Let's see how we are going to implement. Let's come to the Visual Studio. So let's come to the, I'm going to create by the new LWC component. Before that, first, okay, we can create by the LWC component, Control Shift to P. So create Lightning Web Component. Okay, we are going to create the Lightning Web Component. So here our component name is the sales orders by product category. This is the my component name. Now we are created to the one new LWC component. So first of all, user can able to enter the data, right? Means this is the search by sales order number. This is the our input field. Okay. So let's come to the here lightning code. So now here lightning input type is the equals to search type, label equals to search by product number. Actually here we have to the search by order number, sorry, search by order number. Okay. Search by sales order number, closing tag, save. Okay. So lightning input tab, we are closing to the here. Then come to the here metadata. We are going to make it is the true targets. Where we want to display it by this component. Okay. So target. So I'm going to give it by the at present app page only. I'm not going to give it by the record page, any other places. Now here I'm going to give it to the master label. So here search by sales order product category. Okay. Search sales orders by product category. Okay. So this is the our master label. Now let's deploy this whole bundle. Let's deploy whole this bundle. Deploy to this source. master label. Okay, let's save, deploy to this source arc. Master label only. Actually, let me retype it. Let's save. I think capital issue. Okay, we are giving by the small right capitals. Okay, so now here we can give it by this search. Okay, so search sales order by product category. Now let's deploy to this source arc. Okay, it is deployed successfully to the source arc without any issues. Let's come to the our Salesforce arc. We are going to create the one app builder. Go to the setup. Now here we have the app builder. So click on new. So we are choose by the app page. Click on next. So here search sales orders by product category. This is the our label name. We are given to the here tab name. Click on to the next. Here I am choosing to the one region. Click on done. Now here I am going to search by the my LWC component. Search sales order by product. This is the label we are given. So here appear by the with the label name, master label name. Here we are mentioned to the master label. If you are not mentioned by the master label, then it will displayed by the our component name only. What is our component name? That name only will be the appear when we are mentioned to the master label. Then it is updated to the here showing to the master label only. Okay, this is the we are given to the here search by sales order number. Click on to the save. Click on to the activate. So here we are going to give it by our LWC development. Here we are going to give it by the here search by sales order number. Okay. If you want where you want, you can just to align to the here, which tab after you want. Like this, you can align to the your tab order also. Let's click on to the save. Now back to the here. So let's refresh by the page. Now here, see here, search sales orders by product category. This is the newly created tab. Okay. See here, search by sales orders. Search by sales order number. Now here you can able to enter by the order number 7 or 46, right? Our new order number is this one. So user can able to enter by the order number, then click on to the submit button. Then it is called by the our Apex class. It is called by the our Apex class. Okay. Then get the sales order line items records. Let's see how we are going to implement that one. So before going to submit button, we are going to create by the one Apex class. Okay. Create Apex class. Okay, we are going to create by the Apex class. So by default, standard one. So here, sales orders by product category controller. This is the our controller. So now I'm created by the one new Apex class. So constructor by default it's coming. So we no need for the construction. So here we are going to take it by the at the rate aura enabled. Catchable true is the not here required. If you want, you can keep it. Okay. Public static void get sales orders by product category. Okay. So now here we are going to implement by the our logic. So here sales order number. So user enter by the sales order number. Now this sales order number we are passing to this controller. So now here we are going to take it to the here. So we need to get by the sales order line items record. So list. Now here main our aim is the displayed by the like this data categories wise and count. So this will be the we can able to with the aggregate result with the help of the aggregate result only we can able to do it. So that's why here list aggregate result. So AGG list equals to select count of ID so here count and next is the here we are going to give it to the here product category. Actually this product category where we have the relationship now. So come to the sales order line item. In this parent, we have the products. This is the product, right? In the product object, we have the category. So that's why let's come to the setup. So let's go to the sales order line item object. So child to parent to relationship. Okay. In the sales order line item 2, we are calling to the product to relationship. So we have the sales product. This is the lookup. This is the API name of the here. So now we are going to access to the in the parent object of the category. So go to the sales product object, parent object. So sales product object, go to the fields and relationships. We have the category. Okay. So now here we are going to give it by the category. From which object? These are all we are doing the sales order line items. Sales orders line items. Okay. Now here we are going to give it by the sales orders, sales order number. So here name. So you are going to check it by the sales orders line item object. So name is the auto number. We are already changed that one while creation of the sales order object. Order number. Yeah, order number is the name, auto number. Okay. So sales order name equals to what we are entered by the order number. Now finally we have the group by the categories wise. Categories wise, right? We are grouping. So categories wise to the grouping. Let's save. So count to count might be same here issuing. So let's take it by the count to instead of we are going to take it to the total. Okay. Let's save product category from sales order line item. So this is the schema, right? We have this schema is this one. Sales order line item is the child object of the sales product and sales order here. Sales order line item is the child object of the sales product and sales order. So that's why we are querying on the sales order line item with group by the product category, group by the product category, and we are get the sales order line item based on to the sales order number, based on to the sales order number. Okay. So we are getting the sales order line items records based on this query, based on this query. So first of all, we need to understand to the what are the objects are involved and what is the relationship between to the those objects. What is the relationship between to the those objects? So now here we are build the our aggregate result. Okay, we are build to the our aggregate result. Okay, so then we can loop to the this one. Why? Because we need to display to the right. We need to display to the count of the records and the categories, right? Count of the categories wise. Okay, count of the categories wise. Okay, so come to the here. For loop aggregate result AGG. So now here we are going to write it by our process. Before that, we can give it to the here if AGG list is the empty. If AGG list is the empty, so we can just return null. Okay, we are returning to the null. Okay, here only if it is the AGG list is an empty, we are returning the null. Further execution will not be the executed. Further process will not be the executed. Okay, it might be result we have, then skip by the this if block na, then come to the here. So we can take it by the integer. Total equals to the integer. This is the count, right? So we are taking by the integer. So by default, this is the aggregate result type. Now we are going to change it to the integer type. Then next is the here string category. We are going to changing to the string category. String data type category A, B, C, D, right? C category, B category. So that's why here we are changing to the string type. This category, we are going to change it to the string type. Now this data, we are going to pass it to the one wrapper class. Why? Because we are going to display the in the table format. In the table format. So that's why here we are going to create the one wrapper class here, public class. So here sales orders by product category. Okay, sales orders by product category. This is the our, it is automatically generated by Visual Studio. Okay, don't bother about that. This is the one of the wrapper class. In this wrapper class, we are going to take it by the two fields, one for the total, one for the category. We are going to display this format, right? Total or count, that is your wish, but count is the result keyword na. That's why it is showing to the error. So count or total. Okay. So these two fields we are taking to the here in the wrapper class. Now must and should give it by the aura enabled. Why? Because this information we are going to display into the in the LWC component. Right, in the table format we are going to display. Na? That's why here we can must and should give it to the these two will be the aura enabled. Now in this we are going to create the one constructor. Within the class we are built by the one constructor, total and category. We are going to assign to the this total, this category to the these fields or these variables. We are going to assign to the these variables. Okay. So here we are assigning to the here. Now let's come to the within the for loop. We are going to create the sales order by products. This is the wrapper class. So just I'm going to give it by the new sales order category. Then it is the parameterized constructor, right? It is the parameterized constructor. We are passing to the total, comma, category. These two we are passing, total and category. Then we are going to store the this each record information into the list of the this wrapper class. So that's why here we are going to build the list. So result list or SO list, your wish. We can take it by the any list name. We can take it by the any list name. Then each SO we are going to add it by the in this list. We don't know, right, how many records we are coming to the here. So that many times we can here. Then finally we have to the return to the this list. So this is the here return type. Instead of the void, we can give it to the here. This is the here. Okay, return type, we are going to give it to the here. If it is found, this will be the executed. Otherwise, it will return to the null. It is an empty, it is returned to the result list. Okay, it is not returned to the, sorry, if it is not empty, it is returned to the list. Let's save, then deploy to this one to the our Salesforce org. Let's right click, deploy to this source org. It's deployed successfully. Now we are going to call it to the this Apex class into the our JS. So import. So method name is the here what we are taken our method name get sales orders by product category. So from Salesforce slash Apex slash our class name. Okay, dot our method name. Dot our method name. Okay, by default it is coming to the here. So on the load of the page, we need to do, otherwise we are going to display it on submit button. So let's come to the in this. Now we are going to take it by the one button. Our first search key. Better to take by the sales order number. This is the one of the variable I am taking to the here. Okay, and now in this, so when user entered to the here right input, so on change handle sales order number, handle sales order number, it is automatically displaying by the information. Okay, so whatever you want, you can change by the whatever format. Okay, this is the sales order number. So on change of the sales order number, we are going to capture to the that. So here I am developing to the this one method, and here we can give it by the event. So here sales order number, this is the our variable now. In this variable, we are going to store it by the event dot target dot value, event dot target dot value. Let's save event dot target dot value. What we are enter the order number, we are stored to the in this. Now let's take it by the one button. Once they click to the button, we need to get it by the handle search or submit your wish. Search or submit your wish. Handle search. So now this is the our Apex class method invoking. This is called the imperatively calling. So it is the parameter we are passing to the our sales order to the our controller. Why? Because here we are passing to the our order number. So that's why here we are passing to the this order number. This is the Apex class side one. This is the this local number. What we are taking the local variable, this dot local variable. This is the Apex class side variable. This is the we are taking now here. What we are taken by here variable name must and should give it to the same. Then it is the return to the result. Now that result we are going to store it, right? So then and the catch, it might be we are getting any errors, we are going to catch it by the in the error block. If it is getting by the result, we are going to get it by the result here. Okay, so result we can store into the one of the variable. So here results. Okay, just I'm talking by the results. So here this dot results equals to the result. What we are getting by the result, that will be stored by the into the, in the results. That will be stored by the into the results. Then come to the HTML. Now in our hand is the our data. What is the result? Then that will be the we are going to store in display into the, in the HTML. So before that we can give it by the button as well. Lightning button. So variant equals to brand. Label equals to search, and on click after the here handle search. Handle search. Okay. So this is the here. Then we click onto this, automatically called by the handle search function or method. Now we are going to display the data here. So here we are going to take it by the table row. Table header. So here we are going to give it by the category and total. Now this is the list type, right? So that's why here we are going to take it by the template for each. Template for each. Results for item, and we can close it by the template. Result dot category, result dot total. Category is the we are going to give it by the key here. Key is the mandatory, right? So here we are loop repeating to the whatever the our result, whatever the our result. These are the headers, category and total is the headers here. Okay, let's deploy. Sales order controller something class name. It is automatically taking na. That is the problem in the JavaScript. So sales order, this is the our class name. Let's deploy. It's deployed successfully. Now come to the here. We are going to refresh by the page. One more time, we are going to refresh by the page. So now here we have the search button. Okay. And here we have the user can able to enter by the order number. So here 00046. Click on to the submit category and count. Okay, category 2211, but it is not displayed by the formatted. Let me come to the here table row, table header. We are given result, table data, everything is fine. Let's give it to the border equals to 1. Let's save and deploy. Let's save and deploy. Let's deploy to this source org. Within the table template, everything is fine. Yeah. Let's reload. So here order number 46. I'm not sure why it is coming to the here this format. Let me check it. Top margin type category. Okay. Row we need to table row. Okay, sorry. Here we are giving by the extra row. That is the problem. So template within the template only we need to give it by the row. By on the top also we are giving by the separate row. That is the problem. Yeah. Deploy to this source org. So now we can check it. Now it is coming by the table format. Okay. 46. Now it is coming by the in the table format. Category and here total count. So we know, right? A category is wise 2 records, B category is wise 2 records, C and D wise 1 record. Total 6 records. See here, total 6 records, right? So based on to the here order number, we are getting to the categories wise, means group by the category and how many records by the each category. So thousands of records is the associated to the each line, each sales order. Okay, each sales order associated to the thousands of the or hundreds of the order line items records. So we can group by the category record. Group by the category record. Okay, categories. Group by the product categories. And next acceptance criteria. This is the first acceptance criteria, right? By default, if we are enter the data and it is getting by the proper data, it is entered by the or it is written by the data. If data is the not found, might be some of the records we are not found, like 7. So like this only displaying, right? At the time we need to display to the here there is no data found. There is no data found. Okay. So let's come to the here. If result is an empty, if result is an empty, okay. Let's come to the here. So result is an empty, right? So here, if result length, or we can take it by the null also. If length equals to 0 or if result is not data any, we are going to display this some message. Okay. So here we are going to take it by the has info. So by default, it would be the false, or we can define here also be the default is the false has info. When we are going to call it to the here, this should dot as info false. So here as info equals to true. We are going to display the information. Okay. So this is the true. Let's come to the here. Let's come to the here. This table also we don't want to display, right? So here, let's save template. If result is the we have the data, then only we are going to display to the this information. Result we have the data, then only we are going to display. Now information template, if true, as info. So no sales orders found with the given sales order number or not found sales order line items. Given order number sales orders not found with the given sales order number or not found the sales order line items. Okay. This is the information we are going to pass it. Okay, let's save and deploy to this source org. It's deployed. Refresh by the page. So here by default now you have to observe table is the not appear. Okay. Order number 46. We have the display the data. Now we have the data right. That's why. Now we are going to give it by the something 47. See here, no result, no sales order found given to the order number are not found sales order line items, not found sales order line items. We can give it by this separate line. Break. Okay, if you want to display the data into the bold, div style equals to font weight bold. Okay. Now we can close by the div tag. We can close by the div tag. Let's deploy this one. Let's refresh by the page. So now we are going to enter by the order number. No sales orders found given to the sales order number are not found the sales order line items. Okay. This is we are going to give it by the information to the user. Information to the user. And last acceptance criteria, empty input. Empty input. If it is the blank, they click onto the submit button. Now also be the result is the here empty, right? That's what it is showing by default. Okay. So now here we are going to display by the proper information. So here we are going to, when we click onto the submit button, we are going to validate to the here only search handle, right? So here we can validate. So here if this dot sales order number so here it has info, we no need to this one here. We can give it by the error message, no? That's why result is the null. And here we are going to take it by the has error. This dot has error equals to false. Default value we are going to set it by the false. And here this dot we are going to make it to the true error. Error we are going to make it to the true. Now let's come to the here. This is the information block now. Now we are going to the error block. So copy paste by the same thing. But here we are going to give it by the error. Font bold and please enter sales order number. Please enter sales order number and color also be the we are going to give it by the red. Okay, this is the error block. This is for the information block. If we have the data font, we are going to give it by the here information. Let's deploy to this source org. It is deployed successfully. Let's refresh by the page. So now here we are going to give it by the order number 46. We have the result. Result will be the populated by the here. If result is the not populated, information will be the displayed. No orders found for the given sales order number are not found in the sales order line items. If it is an empty, see here, please enter sales order number. Let me space. And here these breaks also we can give it when it is the only. Let's save and deploy. So this much space is coming now. That's why I am removing to the breaks. Only we are given to when the information, then only we are going to give it by the break. Okay. This much space is coming now. That's why. Let's refresh. So without enter any order number, we click onto the search button. Now here, please enter sales order number. So now we are going to enter by the order number. So there is no data found, right? Error message will be the gone and our message will be the displayed by the now information. No sales order found given to the sales order number. Okay. This is the we are given by the information. It might be we are entered by the valid. See here categories wise. Okay, this is the use case. Acceptance criteria 1. We have defined the details. We are aggregated by the data based on to the given order number, and we are handling by the result if you not found any data. Okay, how we are going to display no data found, and here next one is the input field is an empty. Input field is an empty. Okay. So this is the way to we can implement it by the our requirement. So this is the HTML. This is the JavaScript step by step we are added or implemented, and this is the controller. So I hope it's clear how it was implemented, how to utilize to the aggregate result wrapper class, and in LWC side imperatively calling and how to validate by the inputs. Okay, I hope it's clear how it was the implemented and how to achieve to the our requirement. Thank you guys. Stay tuned for the more real-time scenarios.